you. It's not that I want you not to stay, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I already know.
What a way to start off this podcast. What you just heard was audio from a video that I was just sent a couple days ago. This was my good friend Sally who just sang, and she just played Sherry in Rock of Ages at the Salem Community Theater. And my God, she has the voice of an angel, and I absolutely love it. Love it. Unfortunately, I could not make it to go see the show. I had complications. I had a big schedule, and unfortunately, I just couldn't make it down there. But I heard the show turned out to be great. Everyone did an amazing job, and it shows that Sally did an amazing job. It's about time she finally got a leading role, and I know there's many more leading roles coming her way. And I have also just been told that she's also going to be in one of the greatest Shakespearean plays of all time, Hamlet, in Alliance in August. When I get more details on that, I will let you guys know if you guys want to check out Hamlet in August, if you live in Ohio. Sally is a very good friend of mine, super talented, multi-talented. Her and I did a couple shows together back in the day. I consider her a stage wife and my tea pal. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys because, my God, I don't know how many times I watched that clip of her singing. I just can't look away, and I wish this girl would make a soundtrack already, because I would definitely listen to her, and I support her in everything she does. So, with that being said, hello, my darlings, and welcome to a brand new episode of Girls Gone Mild. So, I wanted to do this episode about talking about my experience at Warren Pride and Youngstown Pride. Happy Pride Month, y'all. As it's getting closer to the end of June, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about my experience of what happened to the last two prides I went to. There was an incident in Warren, which we will talk about that soon, and I need to recognize a couple of people because they should get recognized for their bravery and their dedication. And I will also show a video clip of that later. I had a lot of fun. I would say that. This was my first time going to Pride, to both events, and I absolutely had a great time. No doubt about it. I would definitely go back again and not only represent myself, but also represent the company I work for, which is Macy's. Macy's did go to Warren Pride. They did not go to Youngstown Pride. Probably because Youngstown Pride didn't have a parade. But I will try to consider my company to go to Youngstown Pride next time. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's talk about Warren Pride for a little bit. Oops, hang on. So, like I said before, this was my first time going to Warren Pride, and I had an absolute blast. I was so proud that I was a part of it. I'm so proud that Macy's was a part of it. I am glad that we were a part of the parade as well. I was concerned at first that I didn't. Yeah, my company Macy's was part of the parade, but I didn't know if people were going to be uncomfortable with me coming in as a drag queen. Basically, me dressing up in drag. And after talking to my store manager about it, she said she had no problem with it. It's that kind of event where everyone gets to express themselves and be free of who they want to be. So that made me feel good. It's not every day you see a straight man doing drag. Um, but I went all for it. If you didn't see what I wore, I just wore all red. I did have some rainbow bracelets on, but I just wore all red in the end. And I got a lot of great compliments throughout the day, which to those people who did compliment me on what I was wearing and how beautiful I was, thank you so much. That made me feel good about myself. That made my day. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the compliments. But it was a lot of fun. Got to represent my work, got to represent myself, got to meet some great people. I would definitely say the food at Warren Pride was excellent. I had their, I think it was called Piggy Mac and Cheese. It was macaroni and cheese with shredded ribs on top of it, I believe. It was actually really good. Yeah, the food was excellent. The people were excellent. I was able to actually sit at the booth and represent my company. Handing out free stickers, free buttons, Skittles, and it's funny because we were right next to the Huntington booth, which is Huntington Bank, and throughout the day, the only two people who were left in my booth was me and my store manager. And we kept looking over at the Huntington booth, seeing all the amazing stuff they had. They had a wheel, they had this, they had flags, and it was like, looked at my store manager, like, we need to get a wheel. She's like, agreed. And it's amazing that everyone loved our shirts that we wore. The shirt was basically Pride and Joy on front in rainbow, and the back it had our logo, Macy's. Everyone seemed to love our shirts, and they kept asking, where can we buy them? They really wanted to buy our shirts. Unfortunately, we didn't have any to give out. And that's another thing we're probably going to have to come up with next year. Actually hand out shirts, or if people want to buy them, they can buy the shirts. Of course, we have to reconsider the fact that we would have to take off the logo, our logo, Macy's logo, off the back of the shirt, because just in case if something did happen, they were wearing it, we don't want to be held responsible and thinking that those people worked with us or something like that. That's something that we'll probably talk about next year when it gets closer to Pride again. Just amazing people throughout the day. Got to see some old people, old friends. It was great to see them. I wanted to give a personal shout out to everyone. Thank you who came to see me and Macy's in our booth. It really put a smile on our face. We were happy that we were able to make you guys happy. A lot of kids there. Like I said earlier, a lot of people complimented on what I was wearing. It made my day. I was glad to at least give people a smile on their faces. That's what I love doing. I'm here to entertain you guys, whether it's make you laugh, whether it's make your day, to make you smile, anything. I'm here to entertain you. That's all I want to do in life. is to be there for my fans in the end. Needless to say, Warren Pride, it was a long day. It was a long day, but I had fun throughout the 8 hours I was there. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. But a lot of interesting things happened. Interesting enough that Warren Pride, I was basically doing double duty at the parade. Not the parade, the Pride, sorry. Not only was I at my booth with Macy's, but I was also performing with Starlo O'Hara and some other great performers throughout the evening. If you have not seen my performance of Rebel Yell by Billy Idol, I will put in the description below so you can watch the video. Mind you, some of the beginning of the video, of the intro of the song, is not there, but my good friend Hunter, which I will be mentioning him later in the video, was able to record it for me, and it was great. And it may not be in the front, but you still can hear me pretty clearly. But I think it was a great performance. I was nervous throughout the whole day for that performance, to be honest, because I have not sang live in a while. I think the last time I sang live before that performance was back around Christmas time. Yeah, it was in December's open stage night, and we just got done doing How the Drag Queen Stole Christmas with the Rust Belt Theater Company, and I wanted to sing a song for my late grandfather who passed away in October of last year. And then after that, I stopped singing live for a while. I can only assume the only reason I did that because I was still terrified of that performance I gave at open stage night during the Halloween season. We'll never, ever do that song again. And what song I'm talking about is I Put a Spell on You, but it was the Hocus Pocus version. And I butchered that song so bad that I just immediately wanted to kill myself. So, never going to do that song again. But after the performance I gave at Warren Pride, it made me feel more confident again. And it seemed that everybody loved it. My store manager loved it. One of my former coworkers who used to work with us loved it. Star O'Hara seemed to have loved it as well. And I was not expecting to get tips. It was amazing that a lot of people gave me their tips, a lot of tips. Even a little girl who made me cry gave me a tip. That really touched my heart. I always love it when kids get involved in these kind of things. And I always tear up when kids want to come up to me and tell me, I'm your favorite. You were my favorite. Oh, I want to give you this. Give me the tips. It always brings a joy to my heart that I can make kids happy. And if a lot of people were trying to find me at the end of the performance, I just kind of left after I did my thing. I was tired, and I had to work the next day as well, so I had to dip out. And I apologize for anybody who wanted to meet me after. Nothing against you guys. It's just I have a tight schedule going on with work and everything else. But a lot of great performers. And I need to perform more often, and I'm trying to. I'm trying to see if I could do stuff with Star O'Hara. I'm trying to get to trying to go to open stage night every single Friday. Every single first Friday they do of each month. and I'm trying to see if I can do their open stage night on Thursday, the third Thursday of each month as well. I'm trying to get my name out there more. I mean, my name is already out there, but I want to get it even more out there with everything else. So yeah. So before I move on to Youngstown Pride, I want to talk about the incident that happened at Warren Pride because, mind you, I did not see the incident. I did not see what happened because, like I said, I was at my booth helping with my store manager, and when we heard Starla O'Hara singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," we thought that the music something happened with the music, that there was a technical difficulty with the music. So we just thought that's why she was singing it. We did hear some yelling, but we just thought something was going on. We didn't really pay attention to it. I only found out about this until later, like I mentioned before, my good friend Hunter mentioned it to me, telling me what happened, and showed me a little video clip that which I'll show you in a minute of them kicking a protester out. Now, from what I was told, a protester came up when Starla O'Hara was about to either perform or introduce the next performer, and this was about probably around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the protester just had a megaphone. It was just one guy in a black shirt. That was it. Which I'm surprised it was just one person. You would think when there's a protest going on that a lot more people would gather around and do this. But it was just one guy. Thank God. I think if it was more people, it would have definitely been chaotic. But that just goes to show you that there's still a lot of haters in this world. There's always going to be haters in this world. There's always going to be people who won't accept people who are gay. They won't accept people who are drag queens. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. That's the world we live in. But I was told that this protester got on Starla O'Hara's case, calling her a creep, a sicko. There was other names that I was told, but I don't want to say on the podcast because it's just completely disrespectful. I am proud of Starla O'Hara because she is a national treasure. I always tell her that she is a national treasure. She could have easily went off on this person, but she chose not to, instead sang. She sang to tune him out, and for what I was told, a bunch of the other queens joined her to just brush this guy out. But I was also told that a person in the audience had to come up to Starla O'Hara and tell them that the parade sucked. Yeah, that's the right time to tell somebody that the parade sucked. Lovely. Unbelievable. I just don't understand people. I really do not understand people. Look, people have a right to their opinions. Not saying that they don't. And they have a voice and they have the freedom of speech to use it and say what's on their mind. But when it comes to something that basically everybody loved, the parade, in a way, everybody loved the parade. If everybody loved it and only one person didn't, then it's probably a best idea to keep that opinion to yourself. Starla O'Hara, everybody in Club Switch, everybody who's part of the Rust Belt Theater Company, Macy's, Huntington Bank, basically everyone who was part of that parade worked hard for that. Mind you, maybe the parade did run late, and we thought it would have been longer, but at the same time, we did work hard for that. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Macy's had a fucking unicorn. Yes, a fucking unicorn. I'm gonna say it. And the kids absolutely loved it. And we're gonna have the unicorn next year. But you thought it was a good idea to tell Scarlett O'Hara that the parade sucked while this protester is getting on her ass? Shame on you. Shame on you for doing that. I just don't understand people. But, like I said before, my good friend Hunter and a couple other teenagers were able to get this protester out. And props to them. And I kept saying over the past week that they need to be recognized. So, without further ado, I am going to show you this 30-second clip of them getting this protester out. And I'm proud of these people. So, here's the clip.
You my shit, bro. I didn't punch that nigga, bro. Oh my shit, bro.
Hunter Scott, stand up and take a bow. You deserve it, honey. You showed more courage. And I am extremely proud of you for doing that. Because honestly, if I was in your shoes and if I saw the whole thing, I would have helped you kick his ass. Like Hunter said in the video, it's our time. It's their time. This is a day we're supposed to be happy and be in joy and everything. And one protester is not going to stop us from doing what we love doing. We are supposed to be happy and express ourselves in any way we want to be, no matter what. But other than that bad incident, Warren Pride was great. And I would definitely love to be there again. And Youngstown Pride was fun too. Wasn't that much fun than Warren Pride, but I did have a great time in Youngstown Pride. There was security, and it was at the newly Youngstown Amphitheater. That was my first time being at the Youngstown Amphitheater, and what a glorious theater it was. Not a lot of people were there when I was there. I'm pretty sure a lot of people showed up after I left. But it was great to see some familiar faces. It was great to see my good friend Keith again. I haven't seen him in a long time. I think I have a stalker now. We don't know yet, but this guy is like... I think I also saw him at work yesterday. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next couple of days, but I hope he doesn't know where I live. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to have to buy a shotgun. Anyway. So, yeah, the Youngstown Amphitheater was amazing. And you didn't miss anything because I sang the same song again. I was asked to sing the same song again, and I had no problem with it. I sang Rebel Yell from Billy Idol once again. It was amazing. The backstage was... God, it was life-saving. Hell, air conditioning. And I did not want to leave the dressing room. Because after I got my makeup and everything on for the performance, went outside for like 2 minutes, went back inside. And did not come out until it was time for me to go on and perform. I did not accept tips this time. I just wanted everybody to enjoy themselves for once. And unfortunately, yes, I forgot my wig. I was gonna wear my red wig that I wore at Warren, and I forgot it. I had everything else but the wig. So I had to use my natural hair, but everyone's saying that it worked. So I'm glad it did. And we none of us were expecting this because I was a part of the 2 o'clock to 3 performance group, and the guy who was in charge of it ended up paying us. It wasn't much, but I'm grateful for it. Wasn't expecting it. I didn't care if I did this for free. But I'm grateful that he will at least give us something for performing. I appreciate that. So, and yeah, Warren Pride was great. Got to see the Rust Belt Theater Company perform for a little bit. I wish I could have stayed longer, but I was already tired enough. I felt like I did what I did, got to meet some great people, and it was time for me to go. But I felt like I accomplished something at Youngstown Pride because not only did I get to represent myself again and perform with some great people like Batanya and Mrs. Doubtfire, or no, Mrs. Goutfire, sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. Mrs. Goutfire. Just with amazing queens. I also got to represent my company there. Now, Macy's wasn't there this time. I don't think they even knew about it, to be honest. I saw Huntington Bank there. Some of them did recognize me from Warren, so that was great. But yeah, I felt like I accomplished something, not only get to perform, represent myself, but also represent my work, Macy's. So that's great. I had a lot of people asking me about the shirt. Where can they buy it? We definitely need to make sure it's for you guys next year. But it was a great time, and I definitely would do it again next year. And who knows? Maybe we will get more ideas rolling and rolling and rolling. We definitely need to make shirts for you guys, but we just have to take off the logo. We definitely need to get a wheel. I don't know what we'll put on the wheel. We just need to do more stuff for you guys so you come visit us at our booth. And hell, I'll even say this. If you guys are more willing to take pictures with me next year, feel free. Then I'll take pictures with you, with Macy's and everything. I'm here for you guys, no matter what. Pride Month was a blast. Would definitely do it again. And here's to all of you guys for loving yourself, not being afraid of who you are. Because I certainly am not afraid to show who I am. I'm a drag queen who loves entertaining everybody and loves to support my fans every single time. I have the support from you guys. You have my support. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting everything I did over the past 2 years. And thank you for continuing to support me in the future. We're going to see where this leads. And one thing's for sure, if you guys do live in Youngstown, Ohio, and you guys love to be midnight people, or like night owls, how they call it, come see me at Club Switch this Friday. I will be performing at Open Stage Night this Friday. The show starts at midnight, and you will hear me sing something from Rent, the musical. So come see me perform something. But also come and support the other queens who perform there as well. Also, this Saturday, you're going to see me continue my video game horror run, which I said in the last part in the quarry that we're doing Resident Evil Village now. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I have played the game before. We're now just playing it over again. And we're going to do it on the hardest difficulty. I will have all my guns that I have in my previous play, but we're doing it on hardest difficulty. I have not played the hardest difficulty yet, so this is going to be interesting. And it's probably going to suck and be funny. So, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Happy Pride Month, y'all. I love you very much.